Um, yeah, he was a guy that I met in the 80s, and he was a cartoonist, like the cartoons that you saw here, and he had sort of been doing very well as a cartoonist, and was a local figure when I was starting to make films there, like Drugstore Cowboy, and so I was acquainted with him. I knew his cartoons. I thought they were funny. He would be getting into trouble with them because they were often people with disabilities and humor. People would sort of write letters into the Willamette Week, which was his paper, complaining, which he liked. So later, after Good Will Hunting, Robin Williams, by chance, who also was a fan but in a different city in San Francisco, bought John Callahan's book, which was called "Don't Worry, He Won't Get Far on Foot." I sort of knew just by, Callahan's existence, his story, the idea that he was a quadriplegic because he was an alcoholic and had an accident, and he also, because he stopped drinking, he became a cartoonist, which was, I figured Robin was going to be great, as that character. So I said yes, but then we wrote 2 scripts, and then he never did the movie. Yeah, a long period of time went by. I think the first script was 98. The second script was, after Nothing Happened after 98. The second script was 2001, I think, 2002. Then nothing happened, and Callahan himself was wondering what's going on. Was like he really wanted the movie to happen because it meant a lot to him, and he said, at this rate, we're all going to be dead by the time this movie is made.
したら全員本当に死んじゃったっていう話を。
And they both died. First John died, so then Robin died, and then I realized, oh, John was right. And then because of Robin being gone, Sony they still had the book. They had bought the book for him in Columbia Pictures, and they wanted to know if what they should do with the book, if I was interested. And I thought, in the other screenplays, we really never got to so much of the AA story, which I was very interested in. And I thought there was like a really interesting movie there. And so as I started working on like a new draft, I gave the book to Joaquin Phoenix. So I knew a little bit about, I knew a lot about this little group therapy situation, and it's very exciting because you have 8 people in a circle, and they're all trying to like find out your problem, because you're lying about something. It would be exciting. It might be interesting.